Warning, the following includes a slightly cringe teenage voice, so once you hear this video and all of a sudden hear some cringy, weird kid voice, please ignore the cringy voice and just listen to what this random dude has to say, because he's gonna talk about some pretty interesting stuff in this video. Alright, now with that said, enjoy the video.
The most meme-worthy podcast.
Hey guys, so I know it's been a while since last time I uploaded, but there wasn't really much interesting to talk about until now. And I was just kind of taking it back and relaxing, not focusing too much on this channel. I might eventually in the future start taking this channel more seriously, like uploading frequently, but for now I'm just gonna maybe shoot out a podcast every once in a while. So yeah, that's basically my plan. But why am I starting a podcast today? Well, if you saw the thumbnail and stuff, you probably would know that I'm talking about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie in this podcast today. So, yeah, I plan to talk about my personal opinions on the animatronics designs, like the red eyes that they have, and how accurate they look to the games. Not to mention, like, everything else about the trailer that's pretty interesting and noteworthy to talk about on the podcast. Once again, welcome to the most meme-worthy podcast. I'm your host, Cyberworld. Let's get started. Now, let's start with the Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic designs. They look way too accurate to the game. When I heard that Jim Henson's Creeper Jim Henson's Creature Shop was going to be working on the animatronics, I knew that they were going to nail this hard. And just the thought of being chased by a Muppet around is creepy enough. The fact that they're making the animatronics tells me that they're going to be terrifying. So once we see them going crazy in the movie, boy, oh boy, it's going to be terrifying, but it's going to be a fun experience for me. So, yeah, that's just something I like to think. We might see like a Kermit the Frog plushie and like a claw machine or something as like a reference to Jim Henson. Or not, I don't know. But I think that would be a pretty cool, and then again, wouldn't that make Disney canon? Nah, never mind. Now let's talk about the red eyes. Now, for one thing, I think the red eyes look okay, I guess. I think they fit for the movie, because I know a lot of people are upset because the original game didn't have red eyes, and so they were trying to look for something more just like the original game, where it was more psychological and just the silent animatronics being creepy was enough to creep you out in that game. They were hoping something like that in this movie. But because it seems like the trailer shows that it's going to be more of like a thriller horror, that scene where we saw the razor Freddy Fazbear mask that was going onto Mike Smith's face. Seems to me that they're just trying to make this movie more of a thriller than an actual psychological horror movie. But I could be wrong. They could still go for the psychological horror movie style and only add some parts, putting a little bit of a thriller part in there that gets your heart pumping. You know what I mean? And we could still get the white eyes where their eyes are glowing like black. We could still get that. We can get the red eyes and the white glowing eyes, because if some people's theories are correct, the red eyes are just them when going to some sort of kill mode that was created by William Afton, so they can go in and, kill. While the white eyes would be more of them being haunted by the spirits and, just seeming a little bit more creepier. So people are already complaining after we only saw one bit of the trailer. Okay, we could still get what we want, just a little bit of it. It's going to be different, like the red eyes. Okay, everything could still be exactly how it was out of the games. It's just a teaser. Okay, we need to see a lot more before we just start judging. Mike Smith is looking pretty good as the security guard. I think he's gonna look pretty cool for some of the parts when he's running from the animatronic. Looking cool. I wouldn't say he'd be looking cool, although he does look pretty cool. More like looking like he'd fit the role of running away from animatronics. Yeah, if that even makes sense. I think he's a good role. That's just what I'm trying to say. I know he's from Hunger Games. I don't really watch that show, to be honest, but I don't know. Maybe one day I'll watch it. So yeah, I think he works good as the security guard. As for Matthew Lillard as Purple Guy, which I still call William Afton Purple Guy, even though everyone's just calling him William Afton from now on, which kind of makes me sad because everyone was calling him Purple Guy before, but now everyone's so used to calling him William Afton, no one even calls him Purple Guy anymore, which is kind of sad to me. But I think this is perfect casting. He fits the role of a creepy old dude while also looking very smart in those glasses. I think he's going to be a 10 out of 10 role. Definitely the best Purple Guy. I don't think I would have been able to thought of this, so thank you for this perfect casting at Blumhouse. 10 out of 10. Now, this was just going to be a little bit of a short podcast. There's not really much to say other than I think it looks good. And I can't wait for more teasers and trailers to show up. So, yeah. Thanks for listening. And have a good day. Go drink water.